The story behind the birth of Jiggy is quite complex. We sat down with Dr. Potts to see just what jungle Jiggy came from.
There was a survey that went out asking for mascot ideas. A few mascots surfaced as having more than a few recommendations. They narrowed that list down to 4 or 5 mascots. Dr. Laurie says that at one point they'd only asked the 8th graders. The first group that got asked about mascots were the 8th graders, and they said for just a short amount of time, the Pokemons was going to be the mascot of Blue Valley West, but shortly after that, the upperclassmen kind of shifted the focus, but he tells that story all the time. Jaguars was on that final list of 3 or 4 that were kind of finalists for the mascot, and then all the students who were going to be at West that first year had the opportunity to vote on which one of those they wanted to be the mascot.
And with the new mascot came the iconic original costume, but they just didn't fit with West. How does a baggy mascot represent true Blue Valley West spirit?
The original Jaguars, those outfits were just ratted and old and not very exciting, and you couldn't do a whole lot with them. And I just kind of felt like we needed a mascot that represented strength and represented ferociousness and that kind of stuff, but still fun.
The question went right to the leaders of our school spirit.
Actually went to the JPCO and said, hey, we need to create a new mascot for our school. Not that these are bad, we'll keep them around, but they're just not great representations of what we want to be. So a former student, some of you may know by the name of Jack Tenbrink, kind of took it upon himself. They got feedback from a lot of different students, created a design, went through a company, had it mocked up, voted on it, brought it back, and then had it created and made, and now we've got this Jaguar that you all have seen more recently.
And although the new Jiggy was somewhat controversial, another version had a more special purpose.
That one actually was purchased because it provides students who have trouble with sensory overload at times, like some of our students with autism and so forth. When they get inside that, they're more able to be in crowds. And so that actually is a tool to kind of get students to become more outgoing and get them to become a part of it. So we've got students in there who maybe wouldn't have an opportunity to be in a pep assembly or be a part of a pep assembly, and we have them come and be a part of it through that.
By including all, we can better represent the cornerstone of family, welcoming all to the robust spirit West has.
I'm going to tell you, I've been in a lot of different high schools. There is literally no place that has it like we've got it. If there is, I've never seen it or heard from it. We've had individuals come from other schools to come observe or see or happen to be in the building when there's a pep assembly or there's a demonstration of that school spirit that you're talking about. Can't believe it. They just can't believe it. We've got something special here, and it's really made me sad that we've not been able to demonstrate it this year because of the circumstances that we're under. I'm so excited about the day that we're going to be able to kind of put that stuff back together again and continue to build on the spirit that's here. But you know, I can't think of anything that I would change.
By continuing to build on a legacy of spirit, our favorite Jaguar only gets stronger.